everybody. Welcome to the Dealer Reads book series. I'm Christina, Kristina. This is where we read books and talk about books. No special effects here, no theme music, nothing going on. Please hit the like and subscribe. Let me know I'm doing a good job. I've got this fantasy. I'm pretty sure it won't come true, but I've got this fantasy and you could help and you could be a part of that. I'd like to hit 1,000 subscribers by Christmas. Christmas present free. Doesn't take anything. Just a little old clicky. That's it. Woo. Went to the vampires the other day. So anyways, this is Flashback Monday, as if you couldn't tell. And this is the Dealer series where we read series books. We talk about series books. We have Flashback Mondays, Star Trek Fridays. It's a series. It has character progression. They have a different story each episode, but there is character progression throughout the series. So this is what we do. And this is where we talk about my Bible. What I was reading way back when. And we just finished 2007. We are now in January 2008. And look at all the books I still have from then. This was my Bible. You will not find another magazine in existence like this. They did well over 200, 250 books a month. And they covered massive different genres. Many different genres. And so, we are going to start today the first books they talk about is The Night Walkers by Jacqueline Frank. And let's see here. Let's see if we can get a little working room here. Let's see. Oh, look, there you are. Let me glasses. Jacqueline Frank, The Night Walkers. Julian Hunting. Seduce Me in Dreams. Pleasure. Nocturnal. Rapture. Ecstasy. Now, here we go. The Night Walkers. The boys. I could use my platform now. See? No special effects here. Gideon. All right, here you go. Jacob is book 1. Jacob knows the excuses his people give when the madness overtakes them and they fall prey to their lust for humans. He's heard everyone and still brought the trespasser to justice, immune to forbidden desires, uncontrollable hungers, or the curse of the moon. His control is total until the moment he sees Isabella on a shadowy New York City street. Saving her life wasn't in his plans, nor were the overwhelming feelings she aroused in him. But the moment he holds her to his arms and feels the soft explosion of her body against him, everything changes. And Gideon is book 2. For 1,000 years, Gideon has healed his people, and as the oldest surviving male of his race, his wisdom has always been respected without question. But Gideon knows that even his vulnerable to the power, primitive desire that befall his kind during hallowed moons. And 9 years ago, that truth was hammered home when he found himself claiming Magdalene, the demonkin sister, in a wild embrace. Horrified to his lack of control, He left her wanting and furious, and then exiled himself for the better part of a decade. And Elijah, the book featured in this magazine, I'll probably read it again. He is known as the warrior captain and master of every weapon, a fierce soldier sworn to protect his kind, powerful, relentless, merciless. Elijah has always won every battle he's ever taken on until now. Ambushed by necromancers, he is left for dead, only to be discovered by the woman who could very well deliver the final blow, Serena, the LYNSAY queen. And book 4 is Damien. Reigning vampire prince, Damien has tasted every pleasure the world has to offer, consorting with kings and queens and delight in sensual adventure. Now tired of such pursuits, he devotes his energy to protecting his people. The war between human necromancers and nightwalkers has escalated, and when the enemy makes a daring move, kidnapping Serena, a Lythicor princess, Damien boldly follows. He succeeds in rescuing her, but unprepared for the erotic longing her lush, sensual, and awakens in him. And book 5, Noah. A demon king, Noah is dedicated to protecting his kind from the human and nightwalker enemies, yet for 6 months he has struggled with vivid dreams that threaten his very sanity. Every night he is tormented by images of a woman, both achingly real and tantalizing beyond his grasp. Ooh. So that was the Nightwalker. Now, I'm only going to go into this a little bit because I'm going to have to mark this magazine and come back to it because I those over there. After the Me Too movement, this is forbidden, massively forbidden. But back in the whatever, every one of these books, every one of them, the heroine says no, and sometimes really forcefully no. And the hero comes in and whispers the magic chant and takes away her free will completely. #1 best-selling author, millions and billions of books out there, 10 different series. We'll get to them at some point, but the Carpathian, the Street Game, the sisters, the 7 sisters, the 7 brothers, the street, the leopards, there's a whole ton of them. And the Carpathians were the #1, and they said the magic words and took away the lady's free will. And it's called Forcible Seduction. And that's what that supposedly was. So it's with the resurgence of forcible seduction, which appears to be sneaking back into the fold. When Anna Campbell's debut historical romance, Claiming the Courtesan, was published in early 2007, the internet buzzed with commentary and discourse. And then they compare Anna Campbell to M.L. Tyndall to Anne Stewart to Mary Jane Davison. Forcible seduction, and we will at one point, if I have subscribers that will pay attention, because right now nobody's watching, we will go into that. So then we have I know it's here. Okay. Moving target. There you go. Moving target. Um, Annie King left her entire life behind when the Russian mafia brutally murdered her family. The Witness Protection Program has kept her safe for 2 years, but with one simple phone call, her cover is destroyed, and there is only one man left who can save her. Oh, and they would do the series, all the different series in the books, what was published so far. So if you missed one, you could go back. Okay, wait a minute, let me go back to this. Okay. Dear RT Book Reviews, I greatly enjoyed Brenda Joyce's Deadly series and would enjoy it even more if she would finally finish it. With every issue of Romantic Times that I receive, I hope to see a review for the next or profile the last Deadly books to finally complete the series, which was ongoing since 2001. And the response was, it's unfortunate, but sometimes what writers want to write is not always what their publishers want to publish. We asked Joyce, who is currently writing the Paranormal Masters of Time series, about a brotherhood of Highlanders who've taken vows before the old gods to protect the innocent. And I've got some of those over there. We did those in one of the other books. About the future of the Deadly series. I share your frustration. I have enjoyed writing them, but they haven't sold well, and my publisher is not interested in publishing anymore at this time. So, like I said, her Time series and the DeWarrens. The DeWarrens were her big series, her big seller. It was a big family thing, and that was huge back, Dallas and Knots Landing and the whole 9 yards back then. So, it was, this is the Master of Times, the Dark Rival. A golden man, he called Black Royce, a battle-hardened soldier of the gods. He vows end his life until he's sent to New York City to protect a healer from those who would use her powers for themselves. So that's that one. All right. So this was a young gumshoe detective in 1900, young lady. And I enjoyed these. And they're similar like Victoria Thompson now, or Donna Alexander, or Kinsey from Sue Grafton. And apparently her publisher said no more. So there's no more. New York City Police Commissioner Rick Flagg has more than he can handle in addition to the hoodlum and thugs that populate the city's underbelly. His feelings for Francesca Cahill are becoming more and more complicated. Francesca is an heiress, an innocent beauty who should marry someone other than him. But Francesca has a remarkable talent for solving crimes, and that's what she does. So it's Deadly Desire, Deadly Kisses, Deadly Promise. Let's see that. There you go. Oh, this is another time, Dark Embrace. Deadly Illusion. Deadly Vows. Another Time, Dark Seduction, and Dark Lover. But I liked the Francesca Cahill series, but that was the end of it. It never went anyplace else. So I just thought I'd mention that because it was mentioned in here and it brought my attention. So I just thought I brought it up. I've talked about it a few times. Now where to go? Oh, here it is. So they're talking a little bit about McKettrick. A McKettrick Christmas. Linda Miller connects two of her continuing series, the McKettricks and Stone Creek, as Meg McKettrick hooks up with one of the O'Ballivans. And I have the Stone Creeks too. I just grabbed this one though to show McKettrick. We haven't even gotten to the books yet. Alright, so I had this. I don't know where it went. I've looked. My big fat supernatural honeymoon. I don't know where it went, but I had it at some point. I can't find it. It's a large paperback. So, all right, historical romance. That they did them all. They did historical, romance, paranormals, urban, sci-fi. They did them all. So this is historical romance, and 4.5 stars. Confessions at Midnight. Carolyn Turner, Viscountess Wingate, is absolutely shocked by the Ladies' Literary Society of London's latest selection. Memoirs of a Mistress is a scandalously explicit and downright wicked, and it's stirring feelings within Carolyn that she hasn't felt well ever. She's sure that this steamy read is the only reason she's succumbing to the charms of notorious rogue Daniel Sutton, Lord Sherbrooke. She couldn't possibly be falling for the rascal and his illicit caresses, or could she? I just saw this. The Wizard's Daughter, 4.5 stars. She was starting a new series. She never finished. I don't even think there's a second book of this. We're gonna do the Sherbrooks. We'll do the Sherbrooks, but I meant to say we'll do Sherlock and Savick. It's the FBI series. We'll be doing that soon. When Ryder Sherbrooke finds a child nearly beaten to death in an alley in Earthbrook, he takes her home to Brendon House. She doesn't speak for 6 months. Her first words, oddly, are a haunting song. I dream of beauty and sightless night. I dream of strength and fevered night. I dream I'm not alone again. I know of his death and her glorious sin. I can't find the Hannah Howells. Oh, I should get this one. We'll do this at one point. I did a video way back when I first started Sky O'Malley versus Claire Beecham Randall Fraser. We will go back and I will do the individual books. I will do Sky O'Malley again. That is if you haven't read Beatrice Small, Sky O'Malley, you need to read. You've never seen a heroine like that. But I will go through. I'll go back and read the book. Hannah, I said, come on. All right, Kat Martin, 4 stars. I have quite a few of her books. They are extremely hot and steamy. All of them. Some of them are even really skyrocketing steamy. This is part of the Heart trilogy. Oh, I had the other ones. I should have wrote them down. As Viscountess' daughter, vivacious Coralie Whitmore is perfectly placed to write about London's elite in the outspoken Ladies' Gazette, Heart to Heart. But beneath her fashionable exterior beats the heart of a serious journalist. So when her sister's death is dismissed as suicide, Corey vows to uncover the truth, suspecting the notorious Earl of Tremaine was Laurel's lover and the father of her illegitimate child. Corey infiltrates Castle Tremaine, posing as a wide-eyed country relation whose charming figure and reduced circumstances make her irresistible to the confirmed scoundrel. But Corey finds the Earl is not all he seems, nor is she immune to his charms, however much she despises his caddish ways. I did the Tracy Ann Warrens in the last update, and it's the trilogy, the Mistress trilogy, Accidental Mistress, Fair Mistress, and His Favorite Mistress. Those are the 3. I did those in the last one, so we'll get to that. I don't know why. Maybe it'll come up here. Okay, is this one of the ones that got? No. Okay. Oh, here's the ad for Heart of Fire. Let's do this. I don't have a thing for it. Mainstream fiction. Three Mothers, Sonia Lambert, 4.5 stars. This is the quintessential women's fiction novel. Lambert explores three generations of women in a mesmerizing study about how their past secrets affect their relationship with one another and their loved ones. The novel's emotional highs and lows will draw the reader in and never let go. I also recommend, I did it a few months ago, so you'll have to check it out, The Black Candle. It's an, I thought when I picked it up that it was a little on the paranormal side because it was the tarot cards and fortune telling, that kind of thing. And it isn't. It's a generational book between African American women, great grandmother, grandmother, mother, daughter, something like that, if I remember correctly, the four of them. So you'll have to check that out. Okay. The other one, please don't fall, please don't fall, please don't fall. Yay. Shoot, that's the wrong one. Don't fall again. Here we go. Hide and Seek. Fern Michaels, 4 stars. One stormy night years ago, the members of the sisterhood gathered at Myra Rutledge's Virginia estate to plan a mission that would avenge one of their own. Since then, Myra, Annie, Yoko, Alexa, Isabel, Catherine, and Nikki have melted out justice to many more villains who believe themselves above the law, and they have become national heroines in the process. Still, payback has its price, and the sisterhood's last assignment brought them perilously close to losing everything. Now the women are fugitives with a price on their heads, but they're not planning on hiding out for long. Not when good friends need the kind of help only they can give. Mitch Riley, the ruthless assistant director of the FBI, has targeted Cornelia Nellie Meester, the judge who helped the sisterhood evade prison, and their lawyer Lizzie Fox. Since the sisterhood escaped, the Bureau has become a laughingstock, and Riley intends to frame Nellie and Lizzie to save his own career. He's created a special task force to hunt the sisterhood down, and to make matters even trickier, their old nemesis, reporters Maggie Spitzer and Ted Robertson, are also hot on their heels. Check it out. 4 stars. What's the other one? Mermaids in the Basement. 4 stars. Michelle Lee West. Renata D. Chavez returns to her family home in Alabama when she loses her job as a screenwriter and sees tabloid photos of her actor boyfriend with another woman. Rihanna reestablishes her relationship with her father, a man she rarely sees since her parents' divorce. She does her best to get along with him, even as he prepares to wed a flighty, much younger woman. And through it all, Renata discovers she must take charge of her own life if she doesn't want to lose the one she has. Inspirational. Lady of Milkweed Manor by Julie Clayson, Klassen, 4.5 stars. When Charlotte Lamb gets pregnant and her father disowns her, she has nowhere to go but Milkweed Manor. Mortified to learn one of the doctors there is a former suitor, Dr. Daniel Taylor. However, promises to keep her identity secret, and when she learns Daniel's secret, he asks her for help. Here it is. Lady of Milkweed. Alright. Science fiction. Elizabeth Bear, 4.5 stars. On the dying ship Jacob's Ladder, the Princess of Rule has severed the wings of Princess of Engine, Percival and started a war. Rain, a serving girl, rescues the fallen angel and they escape to Engine in the hopes of stopping the impending hostilities. Watching them unnoticed as Jacob does, or as he fancies himself the remnants of God. He has his own plans for Percival and Rain, for it is only through them the ship can be saved from the apocalypse of the suns. Alright. We've talked about this one. We will talk about it again. We won't go there now. I did it the last one, Liquor Frost. If you ever want to check out Mary Gentry and her sensual ways, we will do Mary. If I ever get enough subscribers, I may do that one. But you really need to enjoy adult activities for that one. Please check out my Anita Blake side though for Laura K. Hamilton. I've been doing those reviews. Strong and Sexy, 4 stars, listed as a hot scorcher. Playboy pilot Shane's world tilts when a beautiful, out-of-place woman stumbles into a party thrown by Sky High. Danny Peterson, who wonders if she really is as crazy as people say she is, makes her less than grand entrance to the party, but when she ends up lip-locked in a closet with a handsome man, she deems it well worth it. Mystery, suspense, and thriller. Dean Koontz, The Darkest Evening of the Year. Amy Redwing's dedication to rescuing golden retrievers is driving force of her life, so much that sometimes propels her to take dangerous risks. When Amy and her boyfriend, architect Brian McCarthy, rescue a golden named Nikki, they inadvertently set in motion a series of events that will forever change all of their lives. I don't think here it is. Sarah Graves, 4 stars. Jake sends a book discovered in the foundation of her 1823 fixer-upper to historian Horace Rothman. Why, she wonders, does her name as well as those of her father owners appear on the book, apparently written in blood. But Horace turns up dead and the book disappears before Jake's get any answers. The suspect is alone. There's Horace's daughter swimming in debt, the town nutcase, a pack rat who collects old volumes of black magic, and the local writer who swears she can use the old tomb as basis for a popular new paranormal series. Contemporary romance. I was never really into contemporary romance myself. Accidentally Yours, 4.5 stars. Single mom Carrie Sullivan knows she's fighting an uphill battle against a deadly disease that's not solely killing her 9-year-old son, Cody. Not one to back down, Carrie's on a mission. She knows that before a deadly fire destroyed his lab, Dr. Wallace was nearing a breakthrough with the disease. Check that out. Alright. Paranormal Urban. They used to be 2 separate series, now they've combined them. And we have talked about this series. If you haven't seen my Argeno series, go watch my Argeno series. I don't even have to read the back of this one. What's her face? LV. LV was on a tourist trip, Mexico, I think. They were in an accident. She was laying, there was a vampire on top of her. He got cut. His blood dripped into her, turned her. And she's learned all her stuff by watching vampire movies. She doesn't read vampire books. And I think it's Victor. Yeah, Victor shows up, and it's hilarious. It's a good series. This is book 7 in the Argenos. Check it out. They're good. Erin McCarthy. Sucker Bet. 4.5 stars. In the 4th Vegas vampire book bestseller, McCarthy brings us another novel short to thrill fans and enchant new readers. The characters are fabulous, the dialogue clever, and the story worldly delightful. Vampirist Gwen Carrick, the 90-year-old ex-wife of notorious vampire Roberto Donatelli, hasn't had it easy since the divorce. She spent the past 300 years celibate, dealing with the control freak of nature, her loving casino-owning brother, and fighting off harassment by her domineering ex. Where did we go? Elijah got 4.5 stars. We've read this already, so we won't do it again. And did I pull this? I thought I pulled that. Night season, 4.5 stars. Pregnancy has turned FBI agent Sina Weaver whole life upside down. Lupus sorceress Cullen Seaborn is thrilled to be a father, but what does Sina know about kids? Her mother was a drunk and her father abandoned his family, or so she always believed. Eileen Wilkes. Okay. All right, we talked about, Lori Handelin, Thunder Moon, 4.5 stars. Things in Lake Bluff, Georgia have finally settled down after the nasty werewolf events of the previous summer, so Grace is none too thrilled to discover the town is undergone supernatural attack. This time the culprit is something that can steal a human heart right out of the body, leaving no visible wounds. Grace is not sure if the arrival of Dr. Ian Walker is a good thing or bad thing, for he believes that Grace carries powerful magic. Did I find this? I don't think I found this. I have all her books. I couldn't. I've showed them a couple times already, so I'm not going to show them again. Nina Banks, One Night Stand, 4 stars. To prove herself, Daria the Harpy needs to pass the test and bring home a big fish to Hades. So Daria gets herself hired as the new night manager at the Woo Woo Inn. I know I have this. I just can't find it. One night. Evermore. LYNN VIEHL, 4 stars. For centuries, Jay has loyally served her dark master Byrne as Sensual, keeping her love for him a secret. Byrne loves Jay back, but he's unable to declare his feelings due to guilt over transforming her from human to kin. Byrne also fears he is losing his ability to control his anger, so he's asked his senior, Michael Cyprin, to choose a replacement for the upcoming tournament. Jay knows nothing of Byrne's plans but her own shame to launch a romantic attack. Michelle Mead's Succubus series. I don't think it's Succubus on top. Let's see if I have the one. Yes, I do. Here we go. Succubus on top. Love hurts, and no one knows it better than Georgiana Kincaid. If she so much as kisses Seth Mortensen, the shy, sexy, incredible, gifted Seattle writer she's been dating, she'll drain his life force. Georgiana is a succubus, a demon who draws her power from what men's pleasure. Admittedly, the shape-shifting and immortal perks are terrific, and yes, Georgiana did choose to join the ranks of this hell raised centuries ago. But it seems completely unfair that she's demon whose purpose is seduction can't get hot and sexy with the one mortal who knows and accepts her for who she is. Succubus on top. Succubus revealed. Succubus blues. Succubus shadows. I used to have these Diane Whiteside Bond of Fire. You have to check that out. Why do I have We will get to this series. Mercy Thompson, we will get to Mercy Thompson. Iron Briggs. Iron Kiss, sorry. Patricia Briggs. 4.5 stars. When shifter and auto mechanic Mercy's former boss see a mental working Fae is arrested by the human police for murder, Mercy is terrified. The Grey Lords who rule the Fae may order his execution, and Mercy knows Z is innocent. We will do these. Adam and Mercy and the rest of the gang. We will do these. Kitty Vaughan and the Silver Bullets. 4.5 stars. Kitty's radio show is as popular as ever, and she has a boyfriend who actually seems to understand her. Can she finally settle down to a normal life? Not if this is just the realm before the storm. Calm before the storm. When her mother falls ill, Kitty rushes back to Denver and right back to the abusive pack of werewolves she escaped a year ago. To make matters worse, a war is brewing between the city's two oldest vampires, threatening the whole supernatural community. Sorry. I looked for Russian Wings. I couldn't find it. I must have missed. I had this one out, so it has to be here somewhere. Yep, it's here. So where is it? Here. Oh, Kathy Love. Any way you want it. 4 stars. Maggie Gallagher is vacationing in New Orleans on break from her job as an authenticator of classical music. But when her work seems to find her when she enters a bar and sees a beautiful man at the piano playing a 100-year-old classic melody he shouldn't know. We talked about Lindsay Sands and the Arsenault. You'll have to check those out. There's that. Now, why did I get the feeling I missed. I pulled these for a reason, and I don't know why. Maybe it was the Forcible. Wait a second. I have one more. I don't know why I pulled them, but they were on my list, so I pulled them. One more. This is the one I wanted. I don't think. No, we talked about the other day that Sherilyn Kenyon is also McKinley McGregor, and nope, not here with it. Nora Roberts is JD Robb. Well, why did I pull this? Has to be here. I can't find it. All right, I wanted to talk about she can't be in the paranormal, can she? All right, let me look. Frankfurt, Berlin. All right, I forget. I know I pulled this for a reason. So I wanted to mention that even today I'm finding new series to read in this book, and I'm embarrassed that I can't find it. So you have to. There's 2 books here that I have no idea. I know I pulled them for a reason. Jane and KRENTZ, Silver and Burn, Arcane series. It's a small series, and I was gonna go do it, but there was this really good website, and I didn't write it down, and I should, because the chick deserves a massive shout out for her research. It's a great website. If you ever, check out cozymystery.com too. That's really good too. But this chick really did a lot of work on this particular series, and she deserves a shout out. And I don't know her name. I'm sorry. But I was gonna read this series, but I discovered that it switches. One book is Amanda Quick, one book is Jane Ann, one book is Amanda Quick, one book is Jane Ann, and I wasn't gonna go there. So that's what happened here. It's in here. I know it's in here. I just can't find it. So that was the reason why I was going to talk about this, because I'm so embarrassed that I can't find it. So it has to be in here. Oh well, I just don't know. But the other author that I pulled out, because here it is. It's in the forcible section. It's in the forcible section. When the romance novel reemerged in the 70s, forcible seduction was the hot thing, explains author Beatrice Mull. But while the heroines were usually saying no, 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 they actually meant yes, yes, yes. The majority of readers understood that. ADORA. Her mahogany hair and violet eyes captivated Prince Murad the moment he saw her in a convent garden, and their love flowed like peach blossoms surrounding them. But Ordian, Grand Turk of the Empire, claimed ADORA for his bride, tearing her from her young love as her wept bitter tears. Destiny might carry them to the other lands and other loves that Murad and ADORA were meant to only for each other. So check that out. And I don't know why. Okay. If you're still with me after all this time, thank you so much for sticking with me. And please hit the like and subscribe. Let me know I'm doing a good job. If you stuck this far, you're an excellent person. You're a most excellent person to have stuck all the way through this. I did find what I was looking for. When I was talking about the supernatural honeymoon, what's a bridezilla to do after her wedding over? Nine of your favorite sci-fi fantasy authors ponder such spooky post-matrimonial quandaries in the anthology My Big Fat Supernatural Honeymoon, out this month from St. Martin's Script. A sequel to My Big Fat Supernatural Wedding, the tome features short stories from authors like Rhonda Thompson, Marjorie Lillis Sandcrow, and Katie McAllister. We're all of us on the same wavelength, since contributor and the collector's editor P.N. Elrod. And that's what I wanted to talk about. If you stuck with me this long. How's that for series? We'll have to go through these. We'll have to do this for a thing. Death Mosque. When he died, Jonathan Barrett was buried, but it was not his fate to stay in the freshly turned earth. The legacy of a new vampire bloodline pulled him from the early grave. Is his strange destiny a miracle or curse? Only one uncertainly soul knows, and Nora Jones has disappeared. I'm gonna do a thing. The Dark Sleep. The Death Maiden. Dance of Death. Blood Circle. Red Death. Art in the Blood. Fire in the Blood. Blood on the Water. A Chill in the Blood. Strand. Bloodlist. Lifeblood. So anyways, thank you for joining me for Flashback Mondays. Please like and subscribe. Please also check out my book reviews this week. I'm doing J.A. Gent's J.P. Beaumont series. I'm also doing Star Trek Next Generation on Friday. So please check it out and please hit the like and subscribe. Thank you.